didn't grow up like that. Now, I'm not used to that kind of love. All the time, I'm like, oh baby, I love you, kisses, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not used to that. Like, that is something I'm not used to, and I can never get used to it. Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is the Visuals. So today, as you can see on the video, I am doing something very out of the ordinary. I feel like I always say that I'm doing something very new in my channel. But I'm doing something very different in the sense that I'll be talking about relationships, truths about relationships that no one tells you, and things that you need to consider before you even start thinking of dating, things that you need to know are happening in relationships before you even appreciate or envy other people. So today I'm going to be telling you guys, sort of unpacking the things that I find interesting, or things that I find very important for one to know before they jump into being into something. I'm not jealous. I'm not saying don't do it, please. But ladies, do you know what? Come on, them to it. Like really, I know you guys are happy and all that. I'm not saying that is not nice, and I'm not trying to compare anything. But you know what, guys? It's with a man. As Michelle did say, guys, because as people or as women or as human in general, we are not made to be alone. Okay guys, first of all, I just want to put out a disclaimer, okay? This is my truth because these are my experiences. Everything that I'm saying in this video is something that I have gone through. So these are my experiences. I am no love guru. I don't know nothing about love actually. Everything I'm doing is something that I'm figuring out, and I don't even have a reference actually, but I'm just sharing with you guys my experiences because I feel like, you know what, before you start getting into something, you need to know at least a few things about that thing. So let's get right into the video, good people, shall we? So what I did is I did write down in this notebook what I want to share with you, and also I am having a beverage. I feel like I haven't been filming for quite some time, so much that I don't know. I can say I've been thinking something, but so that is my thing right now. But I am showing you
First point, okay.
Okay, first point, one of the very most important things that I really want to share, background really is so important. You need to study his background like he's studying a book. Like, I want to get to know you when you go on dates. Please make it about getting to know his background. Know where he comes from, the family he comes from, his relationship with his mother, his relationships with his aunts, if he has aunts, if not his relationship with Umdanaki, because all of the things are going to tell you exactly who you're dealing with. If you are trying to get into a relationship, make sure that you get to know the person that you are trying to date and understand where they come from, because the way they understand love is different, way different from the way you understand love, Werner. So that is point. I know we all have like this list in their boxes where your man needs to tick all the boxes for you in order for you to date them. Darling, no one is perfect. You're not perfect either anyway. Like, you're not tall, you don't have all the butts that men want, you don't have all the boobs that they want, you don't have the smile that they want, you don't have the curves that they want. Chances are you have the S, you're tall, but you don't have the boobs and they want boobs. So you're obviously not going to tick all the boxes when you're yourself. So who are you to think that you are going to get the man that is perfect for you, that ticks all the boxes? That is impossible. It's insane. Like, you can never get everything. You might want a man that is tall, handsome, pretty, with a big ass and all that. I bet now you're and still want a man that is a Christian. I bet you're a Christian. Then what are you going to do? You will get your heart broken. And sad part is, you know what? The people that we love the most are the ones that hurt us the most. And darling, I want to tell you this now. If you're in a relationship and you love your man so much, darling, he's gonna hurt you so much. I'm not saying you need to sit and like stay when he hurts you, like but Ezinto zikhathazayo wethu zincinci, they are always there. So if you are in a relationship, you need to understand that you are going to get your heart broken a couple of times, and he's still going to be there to pick the pieces up with you, but he will break your heart, honey. That is going to happen. You will not always like the other partner, like you will not always like each other. I know it's not always going to be love lives here. It does not, like, especially when it's been like 3 years growing up, honey. I shall go mad, I'll shall go sweet, I shall go juicy, I'll shall go the ice creams, and then don't. No, honey, you are not going to like the man you are with. Like, what is he even doing here? But that's your man, that's your bae. Like, you love this person so much, but just that you don't like him today. And things like that do happen. So you just need to understand that it's not going to be love or sweets and roses every day. You need to understand that, especially if it's a long-term relationship. Point number 4, your partner will change. Honey, he is going to change. And it now find that time. Now you're not the same. You're not the same person who used to like dress up nicely, wear makeup, wear hair every day. You're not that person anymore. And your character did change. So is his. His character is going to change, and sometimes you're not going to like the character or the person that he is becoming, but you also just, that's why you're there, to prune each other. Like, I feel like being in a relationship, isn't as petty. Like, there's always just something you need to cut out of a person, or something that you need like that, like there's always just something that you need to kusha out of the person that you love, because as they grow, they develop all these things or new things that sometimes they see, sometimes they read about, and sometimes they just who they were supposed to be, or sometimes they grew up with them. So you need to constantly make a person aware of what and why you don't like men that they are becoming in your life. Because now so you need to understand that you need to have these conversations, because these are the conversations that I feel like they will make you the person that you need to be, or the couple that you need to be in the future. So your partner will change, and so are you. Point number 5, the ones you love the most will hurt you. I feel like I've just said that. Point number 6, relationships are hard work, darling. You can never say this enough. Relationships are hard work. You'll be coming from work and you'll be starting another work. Sometimes I just feel like, you know what, I really need me time, but there's no me time, darling, in relationships. You don't ever get me time. You have to think for the other person. That's why point number 8 says compromise is not optional. Like, it's not an option. You just need to compromise. You don't think for yourself. I'm gonna know when you're single, I'm gonna know your worth. You are thinking about yourself. You go out by yourself, you eat by yourself, you come home by 8. If you want to, you go out clubbing and come back by 12. If you want to, you see other people, no one cares, or no one asks you. But when you're in a relationship, you need to think about the feelings of the other person that you are with. If you don't converse what you want, or you don't have conversations about the kind of relationship you want with your man, honey, you are not going to get it. I feel like in relationships, we often try to be, you know what, have a conversation about that. Ask him, what are you planning to do with me? Are we going anywhere with this? Like, those are the conversations that I feel like they will save us from wasting it, because they never tell you out of the blue. But if you are someone who's a family, you need to have the conversation so that you don't waste your time. If it doesn't want that, then that's fine. Like, that is okay. Move right along. Look for someone who does, because obviously people are not going to want the very same thing, and you need to have conversations about this thing. I feel like, you know what, each generation need to end our parents and our grandparents, but mostly in that sense of thinking, I can decide for us what we want, what we don't want, what conversations to have, what conversations not to have. Another point is, you know, the red flags that you see when you are still getting to know the person, or the red flags that you see when you have already gotten to know the person and it says that it's a relationship. You know, those red flags are going to grow. They are going to grow, honey, and there will be big things. Like, but it's also like, because you've already like managed to, you have been like staying the corner. So So those red flags are important, guys. Can you get uthando red? Because I've seen like a meme saying that I've been seeing red flags in my relationship, but red is my favorite color or something like that. So those red flags are going to grow into a bigger thing and something that you can never ever leave, is love isn't enough. Love alone is not enough, guys. I feel like there's a lot that build a relationship and that makes a relationship stronger. Except for love, you can love a person and not be with the person, you know. But love, honesty, trust, respect, those things go a long way. They are the things that sustain a relationship longer. So if you do love your partner and you feel like you want to make her happy, don't just love them, respect them, honor them, trust them, be honest with them. Like, have conversations that if you feel like something is not making you happy and he's doing it, tell him about it so that you're giving him a chance to change or an option to change. Because just deciding, oh, I don't like this, and not saying anything about it, then you're not giving him an option to change. You're not trying to give him a platform for you so that you can be happy. Being lonely isn't reason enough for you to start a relationship. Like, if you are lonely, get friends, get a hobby, get something to do, because loneliness is not reason enough for a person to start a relationship. In order for you to start a relationship, you need to be sure about yourself. You need to know what you want. You need to have discovered yourself. You need to have known that you are happy and content with what and where you are in your life. The person you love so much is not always going to love you. Sometimes they will use you, but sure, I know he loves me, but he doesn't. When you find out that he doesn't love you as much as you do, run for your life, because that is not going to help you with anything. He's not going to learn to love you. It doesn't happen like that. Only women learn to love because we are made like that. But when it comes to men, they don't learn to love. Guys, fights in a relationship are inevitable. Like, you are always going to fight. You will fight about what he wears, about telling him what he's going to eat. You're going to fight about that. You're going to fight about like, you're always just going to fight about petty things and big things and small things. Like, you're going to fight. And I feel like fights are the things that makes us grow. And also find and learn the other person, because so saying that. Last but not least, relationships are not movies. Like, akuzofana no Bridgerton apho kuba khona a happy ending, and sometimes things won't end ngendlela ofuna ngayo. When you might want future, or you might see ubomi bakho with this person, kanti nakaboni kanjalo. So things are not gonna end ngongathi bekubhalwe script for anyone. A question about how it's gonna end. Are you gonna end up together? Is there someone else there who's his soulmate, or is there someone else there who is your soulmate? So you never know. Can be a person has a script based on the sit. You're from the paper, oh, they married, then so yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it or enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. And please don't forget to comment, share with me what your experiences are when it comes to relationship. Please do subscribe and share my videos. I would love to get to at least 1,000 before May. And I am hopeful that will happen. And yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. Love and life. Bye.